Blake Lively has given us some of the most magnetic, emotionally charged, and unforgettable romantic performances of the last 2 decades. In today's video, we're counting down the top 10 Blake Lively romantic movies. And trust me, every single one deserves a spot on your watch list. Make sure you watch till the end, because the last two entries hit with a level of charm and intensity you won't want to miss. And before we get started, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another movie breakdown like this. 10. Another Simple Favor. 2025. Another Simple Favor brings Blake Lively back with even more elegance, mystery, and electrifying emotional tension. Emily's return feels like watching a storm walk into the room. Captivating, glamorous, and impossible to look away from. Her relationships this time are even more layered, filled with flirtation, power, and a dangerous charm that makes her irresistible. Every scene carries a spark of romantic danger, blurring the line between affection and manipulation. You don't just watch the story, you feel every seductive twist pulling you deeper. By the end, the film leaves you wanting more, wondering how someone so beautiful can also be so beautifully destructive. 9. A Simple Favor. 2018. A Simple Favor blends mystery, glamour, and irresistible chemistry that keeps you hooked from the first moment. Blake Lively's character, Emily, has a magnetic charm that pulls everyone around her into her chaotic orbit, including the people drawn to her emotionally. There's an intoxicating tension in every interaction she has, the kind of energy that feels like romance mixed with danger. Her confidence, power, and unpredictable allure create a world where affection and secrecy collide. As the story unfolds, you sense a twisted intimacy in every revelation, every lie, and every connection Emily forms. Blake plays her role with a seductive subtlety that makes you want to know her even more, even when you shouldn't. It's the kind of film where every moment feels charged, like something beautifully dangerous is about to happen. 8. Calf Society. 2016. In this dreamy, old Hollywood romance, Blake Lively brings grace and charm to a love triangle full of longing. She plays Veronica, a warm, gentle woman whose romance adds elegance to the story. Blake's character represents stability and serenity in a world filled with ambition and chaos. Her presence softens the emotional tension, making the love story more bittersweet. With every smile and glance, she creates a believable, emotional pull. The film explores how timing can shape a romance more than desire. Blake gives her character a quiet depth that makes the ending sting just a little. It's a sophisticated and touching romance set in a stunning, golden age backdrop. 7. The Age of Adeline. 2015. This is Blake Lively's most iconic romance, a timeless love story wrapped in fantasy and heartbreak. She plays Adeline, a woman who hasn't aged in decades, making love both a blessing and a tragedy. Blake's performance is elegant, emotional, and breathtakingly controlled. Her chemistry with Mitchell Huseman gives the film its warm, aching glow. Every romantic moment feels heightened because Adeline is terrified to love someone she must eventually lose. Blake expresses this fear with subtle, powerful acting that pulls you in. The romance becomes a battle between caution and desire. It's the kind of film that rewires your heart by the final scene. 6. Savages. 2012. This crime thriller carries an unusual, twisted love triangle at its center, and Blake Lively is the emotional core. She plays Ophelia, whose shared romance with two lovers is intense, unconventional, and deeply emotional. Blake brings vulnerability to a role that could have been purely chaotic. You feel her longing for security, love, and freedom in every scene. Her narration adds a dreamy, aching layer to the story's romantic complexity. The relationships feel messy, but strangely sincere. Blake makes you understand why her character clings to both men. It's a bold, risky portrayal of love that challenges traditional romance tropes. 5. Green Lantern. 2011. Though a superhero film, Green Lantern is powered by a strong romantic thread between Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Blake's character, Carol Ferris, represents confidence, compassion, and the one person who truly sees Hal Jordan. Her chemistry with Reynolds gives the movie its emotional anchor. Their romance balances banter, tension, and genuine affection. Blake brings strength to the role, making her more than just a love interest. she's the grounding force of the story. You feel the history in their relationship through every heated conversation. Her emotional reactions make the stakes feel personal. The love story becomes a reminder that even superheroes need someone who believes in them. 4. Accepted, 2006. In Accepted, Blake Lively plays Monica, the warm, magnetic girl next door, whose romantic storyline adds heart to the comedy. Her chemistry with Justin Long brings a sweet, slow-burn charm that keeps the tension playful, yet emotionally grounded. Blake makes Monica feel effortlessly real, confident, kind, and someone who sees the good in people, even when they don't see it in themselves. Her presence softens the chaos of the movie and gives it a surprising romantic pull. Blake's performance makes you root for the love story even more than the comedy. It's a bright, uplifting romance hidden inside a wild college adventure. 3. Elvis and Annabelle, 2007. This underrated romantic drama gives Blake Lively a role that blends fairy tale charm with emotional grit. She plays Annabelle, a beauty queen whose unexpected bond with a mortician becomes the heart of the story. Their romance blooms slowly, with every silent glance carrying a surprising tenderness. Blake delivers a soft, luminous performance that lifts even the darkest scenes. The love between the characters feels fragile yet faded, like two broken souls finding light in each other. There's a dreamlike quality to the film that makes the romance unforgettable. As Annabelle searches for meaning beyond perfection, her connection with Elvis deepens beautifully. It's a haunting, gentle love story you won't forget. 2. All I See Is You, 2016. This psychological romance follows Blake Lively as Gina, a woman whose marriage changes dramatically after she regains her sight. At its core, the film is a romantic journey about intimacy, awakening, and how love transforms when power shifts. Blake gives one of her most vulnerable performances, showing the emotional hunger and curiosity that come with rediscovering the world and her own desires. The romance begins tender and deep, filled with longing and connection. Her chemistry with Jason Clarke grows more complex and layered with each scene. The film explores love in a raw, intimate, and deeply personal way. It's a haunting and beautiful romantic drama that stays with you long after it ends. 1. The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants Part 1 and 2, 2025. This film introduces Blake Lively as Bridget, a fearless athlete with a glowing spark that instantly pulls you in. Her journey is filled with passion, heartbreak, and a longing for connection that makes the romance even more powerful. Bridget's summer love story feels raw and unfiltered, especially as she chases joy to escape her hidden pain. Every moment she shares with Eric carries the thrill of young love mixed with emotional vulnerability. Blake captures the rush of first romance with a performance that feels both bold and fragile. You watch her open her heart despite the walls she built around her grief. By the end, her growth hits you unexpectedly hard. It's the kind of coming-of-age romance that stays with you long after the credits roll. Blake Lively's romantic roles prove that love on screen can be tender, complicated, thrilling, and unforgettable. Now that you've seen the full list, tell me which movie you're watching first, or which one surprised you the most. And don't forget to save these titles so you can revisit them anytime you need a dose of cinematic love. Make sure to subscribe, because more top-tier movie lists are coming your way.